I actually don't know a whole lot about his project. I'd have to look at it, but I do know his reputation precedes his project for me because I see him on the front lines all the time, pushing and saving, stepping up to like help people who message people on SEAL 911. He's a very, very active member of SEAL 911.
I will have to say one quick thing about like having a pseudonym. You'll see a lot of these security people have a pseudonym, and it's because they are doing like very important security work, and like they potentially have a target on their back, and they want to make sure that they keep themselves secure. I honestly really respect the whole pseudonym movement. It's a way where we can kind of be like, you know what, governments, we're going to have our own identities, and you're going to still know us from our reputation. Like you said, this guy's reputation speaks for itself. He's really helping SEAL 911, and he's keeping us safe. And so I'm sure security researchers are watching me and you being like, you're even being disrespectful by not saying his name and knowing it. And that even goes more powerful than anything that we can do to have the security experts say like, wow, like this person is really doing a lot of work to keep us safe. Be sure to donate to him if you are inspired by his work. It looks like he's made some podcast appearance too. You can follow him on Twitter or shoot him a message on Telegram here. So thank you.
I want to say, like, we don't have as many the Asian community on our side. Like, I really wish, I don't know, I went to ETH Denver and then I went to ETHCC and then we started this round. And so I feel like the Asian community has a lot of security rock stars like Tanuki that are not in the scene as much as we want, just because the way, I feel like there's kind of two Ethereums here culturally. There's the East and the West, and the West all work in Europe, US time zones. And then there's the East that works on their own time zone, and maybe some people in Europe there, some people in the US, but I feel like they're underrepresented. And so it's also good to support some of those guys. I'm glad to see some of them some of the Asian community coming up and making top of the list.
Yeah, one thing I just noticed here before we move on is you can see at current kind of donation levels that one USDC would actually be matched by $630. So that's pretty cool. It depends on kind of the different person and what the donations are to each them and how many people have donated. But this is a really cool feature you could check out and give us to see what your dollar goes at like current amount donated. So you can check that out.